Hello, and welcome to another episode by EOS Repair. I am your host, MrFixit. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and set up Windows 8.1, or in other words, Windows 8. Now, if you have Windows XP or Windows Vista, you cannot upgrade the operating system to the Windows 8.1. or Windows 8 for that matter. However, you can migrate your data files, your pictures, documents, whatever you created, you can migrate those. Now, for those who are using Windows 7, you can upgrade Windows 7 to Windows 8. However, if you're running Windows 8 Professional or Windows 7 Professional or Windows 7 Pro, you can only migrate your data files. Now, it's pretty simple. You could go to Microsoft.com. You can check to see if the hardware in your computer does support Windows 8.1. You can also check on my website at for-mrfixit.com. I have a listing there that shows you the qualifications to run Windows 8.1 and Windows 8. And the best way to do this, if you run the disk, this here is the one that you mostly find in retail stores. This is an upgrade disk, one that I'm going to show you to install. The upgrade disk must require a previous version of Windows. The System Builder disk, which is a new line of product that Microsoft changed, which from the OEM or full version to System Builder. System Builder disk can install Windows 8 on a clean PC, one that doesn't have Windows, or if you want to use it on Macs as boot camp. Now, if you do try to install this as an upgrade without an existing operating system, the activation will fail after you've installed Windows 8.1. Now, the best way to get started is to insert the disk and let the computer boot from the disk. If you have the operating system already running, then this disk will automatically run through the upgrade mode. Now, if you want to do the dual boot or multi-boot, which I show you in this video, then put the disk in the drive and restart your computer and let your computer boot up from the optical drive or from the DVD. Now, when the system first boots up and the disk is still in there, you're going to see a message that pops up. And when the message pops up, just go ahead, press any key, and it will automatically boot from the DVD. Once the setup begins, when you first boot it up, now you may have to press F5 and that'll bring you up to a boot selection. You just choose the CD, DVD, or optical drive, and that will bring you to this window. Now, what happens is all you have to do is select the language, which in this case is going to be English, United States, the time and currency format, English, United States, and the keyboard input method. You just select the country that you're going to be in, the language you want to use, and then choose Next. Now, the DVD can be used to repair your computer. Once Windows 8 is installed, if something was to go wrong as to why it won't boot up, you can use the disk as a repair disk. And it will give you the option right here if you want to repair it. Now, because I'm going to add Windows 8 to this computer, I'm just going to click Install Now. Now it comes up to the window to enter the product key. The product key, when you have the installation DVD, it will come on a card like this one, and it's going to say Windows, and on the back of it it's going to have the Windows product key. This is the number that you're going to have to enter. Once you enter the key code, double check it, make sure you do have it entered correctly. Once you press next or click on next, you're going to see the license terms. Be sure that you read it. This guarantees a license that they are giving you to use the operating system. You click on I accept the license terms after you've read it, and then click next. Now here you can do one of two things. This, I can upgrade the current Windows that I'm using right now to where the files, the settings, and applications are moved to Windows with this option. The option is only available when a supported version of Windows is already running on the computer. Keep in mind, this will not work with XP or Vista. You can upgrade Windows 7. However, you cannot migrate your programs to Windows 8 from Windows 7. Now, if you're going to do a dual boot, keep in mind that not all the programs will work in Windows 8. So, the best thing to do, which was what I would recommend, is to do a multi-boot or a dual boot. Then that way, if your program does not work in Windows 8, you can still use it in the previous version. And I'll show you what it looks like later on. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose Custom. Now, as you can see here, this computer does have more than one operating system. Its primary one is Vista. This is the one that it came with. Now, of course, I cannot upgrade it, but I can still install Windows 8, but I have to find a location to install it. As you can see here, there's Windows 7. I do have Windows 7 on this computer as well. Well, looking down here, I have drive 1 on partition 3. Now, this computer has two different drives, and I'm going to use my second drive. Now, I got this partition here. It does meet the free space requirements that Windows 8 requires. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this one, and then I am going to have it go ahead and format it. Now, it will give you a warning that the partition containing important files and applications from your computer manufacturer, if you format this partition, any data stored on it will be lost. So, you want to be sure that you know the partition that you're going to format. And Windows will go ahead and set it up by clicking OK. Now, once you're done, you choose Next and let it begin. Now, once it's finished, the system is going to restart. Here, when it restarts after the installation, it's going to set things up. Then the computer is going to restart again, and it's going to create a multi-boot, as you can see here. This is Windows 8 version. If you do not want to use this one, because I'm going to show you why, if you choose another operating system other than Windows, the computer has to restart again and then go to the operating system you choose. As you can see here, this one here has 3 of them on it. Now I will show you how to go back to the other one to where the computer doesn't have to keep restarting anytime you choose something other than Windows 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to Windows 8. And now it's going to set up Windows 8 for the first time. Now here is where you first start. You can set it up. What this is the default background color. As you can see here, this is the current color that it's set for. You can choose by moving the slider. You can choose whatever color you want. Any color you choose, whichever is your favorite. Let me go ahead and just stick with blue. Blue is just default. You can name the PC whatever name you want to name it. So let me go ahead and name it. And then choose next. Now here you will have to go ahead, set this up, and this is where you can get online. Here you choose the network that you want to go on to. If you're hardwired, it'll go on through it. This one here is for Wi-Fi capabilities. And all you have to do is click on it and then tell it what you need to know in order to connect to it. Now with some routers you can use a PIN number. Other routers you can enter the security key, which that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to enter the security key. Now once you enter the security key for your Wi-Fi network, it's going to check it and then you're connected to the internet. Now it's going to come to settings, and here is where you can do express settings. They recommend that you use these settings, which include occasionally sending info to Microsoft. You can customize these settings now or later. If you go ahead and let them do it here using express settings, it gives you a list of all the information they're going to do or gather. It will find and connect devices and content on this network. It will automatically install Windows updates, app updates, and device software. It will turn on the Do Not Track in Internet Explorer. What this says is websites use tracking cookies. And what it does is it automatically turns this feature on, so anytime you use Internet Explorer tells websites not to track you. Now it also helps protect your PC from unsafe files, apps, websites, and checks online for solutions to problems. It will help you improve Microsoft software services, blah 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 blah. Use Bing for the search. Internet Explorer has a thing called the page prediction. This will preload pages which sends your browsing history to Microsoft. Now it also lets Windows and apps use your name, account picture, and advertising ID and request your location from Windows Location Platform. Now all you have to do is you can choose Customize or you can use Express. Now I'm going to go ahead and use Express. Now the next thing you'll have to do is set up an account. Now you can use different accounts. You can use a new account, whether it's Microsoft account. You will have to use a Microsoft account for different things. So what I'm going to do here is create a new account. And all you do is fill in the blanks. You're going to put your first name, your last name, your email address, let's see here. Now you can also use your favorite email address. And that's all you can do. And you just put your email address that you're using. Then create a password, re-enter your password, and then you have your country and region. Now you can also sign in without a Microsoft account, but there are some features that you cannot use without the Microsoft account. Now once you enter your personal information, it's going to have you enter your phone number and your email address. So in case the event you forget your password, then they can send you information to ensure that you're the one that's requesting the password reset and not someone else. Now this here is, they want to make sure that you're a real person signing into this PC. So you just go ahead and fill it out and then choose next. Now this is to help protect your information and to check to see if your account has been acting suspiciously. They will ask for a security code to verify your identification. If you sign in frequently on this device, which is your computer, then chances are they won't ask you for a code after this. Now, I want to get the code using my text. Now, you can use text or the email that you provided when you signed up for the Microsoft account. Now, I just have to enter the last 4 digits of my telephone number. And then you enter the code that you received. Now, once you enter the code, it's going to verify it. Once it's verified, now we're going to set up the account. And it's going to restart your computer and get started with your new Windows. Now, of course, Windows is going to be doing some updates, so it can take a while. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Once it finishes, then you will be accessing your new computer. And there you go. That is all there is to do to get your Windows 8.1 installed and set up on your computer. Now keep in mind, when you're upgrading to 8.1, you cannot physically upgrade Windows XP or Windows Vista. However, you can install Windows 8 on an existing operating system. And you just have to use what's called a dual boot, like I showed you earlier. Other than that, that is all there is to do it. In the next videos that I'm going to have on here, I'm going to show you the different aspects of Windows 8 and how to set up and use these apps and tiles and different features of Windows 8. I'm your host, MrFixit. Thank you for watching.